How would you talk about your specialty, which is really about resilience, spiritual resilience? And how does that connect to your work with runes?
Yes, resilience has become quite an overused word in the last
Yeah.
2 years, I see. And it's been corporatized left, right, and center. I see resilience as the ability to adapt and overcome.
Hmm.
And this is what something runes and the energies and the history attached to the runes bring really powerfully, I feel, because you have to be resilient to last for 700 years being buried under a bog in Denmark.
Yeah.
And being able to adapt the interpretation of the runes from something that was written down by 11th century monk into something that's applicable now in
Right.
the human world and be able to use it that way, it changes how our brains start thinking about things. So taking a very wooden concept of this is what this rune means, this is the poem that goes with it, to how does that manifest in my world right here, right now, means our brains have to stop just believing what we've been told in the world and start thinking beyond the black and white prescriptive nature of education, of media, etc. So we start to go, okay, the strength through means a giant ox. There's no giant oxes left anymore. But what happens if it means a bulldozer or
Right.
a giant 4x4 or a big articulated lorry or truck? And
Uh-huh.
how we all these energies can become adaptable for now.
Hmm.
And by using the teaching model of the runes to build a resilient neurology within our bodies, then we can start to look at how concepts such as the Holmgang, which is the Viking honorable combat, can help to build our own physical resilience by increasing hand-eye coordination by balancing on rocks down by the beach, or by being able to move out of the way of things like Mr. Miyagi and the Karate Kid. All of these things build resilience in ways that aren't quite as black and white as sitting in a boardroom watching a PowerPoint presentation of someone who's a corporate resilience
Right.
trainer, which is
Yeah.
great and powerful and works in certain environments.
Uh-huh.
But then we can take it into ourselves and bring our own personal resilience because we're all wired differently, ever so slightly. I've got a
Uh-huh.
neurodivergent body and mind, so
Oh,
I need to work
interesting.
my body and mind differently to someone who's got a different wiring to me. And by using runes and using ancient concepts that have been developed over millennia, I can then bring me into now as a more resilient human and hopefully lead other people to a same state that they can face what comes and not crumble and go, I've got this. I know what I'm doing. Let's do it.
Okay, if you like this podcast and you want to see more, just click over here and you'll get to see more clips from this interview. If you just want to listen, well, if you click there, you'll listen to the entire interview available to you on any one of your favorite podcast channels.